Hello, everybody, and welcome to the February 1st full moon in Leo reading. So, first of all, full moons are about release. So, Leo, the sign of Leo, is about courage and confidence. And where can you show up with courage and confidence and vulnerability in your life? Think about that. Full moons are about releasing. So what can we release in our life that no longer serves us? I've been talking about this for the last 4 or 5 months. And it's just so important to continue to release those things that don't serve you in your life. Allow your inner ideas to become outer ideas in your life. So turn those inward dreams into outward expression. So whether that's planting a tiny seed, taking one small action towards making it into fruition, then get started on that. Bring the inner into the outer. Lead with honesty. Lead with honesty. Step outside your comfort zone, because stepping outside your comfort zone is an act of courage. So we like to live in our comfort zone. We really like to live in our comfort zone. So the more we step outside of our comfort zone, the more we try new things, that's funny. We'll read that in a minute. No, I have to say it. We got the courage card. So that's really funny. So as I'm doing the talking about the full moon, and talking about what it represents, the courage card came out. And that's exactly what this full moon's all about. Allow your emotions, your creativity, and your truth to be visible. So here we're bringing all the inner to the outer. So let's be visible in these things. You may have all these things on the inside, but you may not bring them to the outside. So be outwardly expressive with these. So some things that you can do during the full moon are have a bath, because I like to envision getting into my bath, and at the end of my bath, when I pull that plug, I just imagine all those things that I no longer need draining out the drain with the water. So that's an excellent and easy idea to do for the full moon. Also, you can actually put a jug of water in a window that the moon is going to shine in, and charge up water and then drink it for the following 2 or 3 days after. And that charges your body with the moon. You can charge your crystals by placing your crystals in the window so that the full moon beams down on your crystals and clears them. You can do meditations or journaling and oracle card readings. You can just have any type of little practice, or you don't have to have any. Here's some questions you can ask yourself. What parts of myself am I hiding? And what would it mean to be fully seen and accepted? These are some deep things. So what part of myself am I hiding? And what would it mean to be fully seen and accepted? How can I cultivate more love, compassion, and acceptance for myself? So even though we're bringing the inner to the outer, we still need to have that we still need to have that love and acceptance for ourselves. Last question. Where in my life do I need stronger boundaries, and how can I set them with sorry about that. My phone was leaning on the book that I had my notes in. Where in my life do I need stronger boundaries, and how can I set them with clarity and kindness? How can I set them with clarity and kindness? So that's the thing with boundaries. When we're first learning how to set boundaries, they may just come out because you may just have had enough and you say, this is my boundary, this is it, no crossing this line, and it may just not be done with kindness. And it may not even be that clear to the other person. So where can you set these boundaries with clarity and kindness? All right. Love it. All right, so let's talk about this. The first card that came out was courage. So we've already talked about this. Show up with courage, confidence, and vulnerability in your life. And step outside your comfort zone. That requires courage. So cultivate this courage and allow it to express outward. We got the wisdom card. To know that all things come and go is wise. For as soon as something is born, a child, an idea, an identity, it is moving towards its end. This is not sad. This is the experience of life and its inherent wisdom. I'm happy with each moment. So use your wisdom to live in each moment. And you are light. You are light. Shine that light out into the world. Which leads me to the next card, feeling the world. I'm actually going to read that from the guidebook, but I love how beautiful this card is. Feeling the world. And that is number 13 card. Don't have the best lighting in this room tonight, but that's okay. I wanted to get this reading out tonight. And I knew tomorrow was going to be an early and long day. So I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for you. And I'm doing this reading because I feel like it's important. So feeling the world. So sensitivity to the feelings of others, sensitivity to the feelings of yourself, awareness of the whole world and a broader perception, empathy. Oh yeah, so it can also be empathy, overload, and overwhelm. So there has been a lot going on that is overwhelming these days. But if you zoom out, instead of looking at the tiny incident or one incident that's happening, if you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, you may be able to see where it's not all these crazy things happening. If you zoom out, you can see on the periphery some good things are happening over here and good things are happening over here. And putting that light out into the world, it is so important not to feed into the fear right now and to put your light out, shine your light, be open and honest, be kind, set your boundaries, lead with honesty, and show up with courage, confidence, and vulnerability. All right, the next card is the Soul Giraffe. I love this card. Soul Giraffe. I feel like he is seeing the world from a higher vantage point. So I think these two cards are basically saying the same thing. Looking at the world from a higher vantage point, a different vantage point, he can help you see farther and wider, this Soul Giraffe. So, isn't that interesting? Two cards meaning basically the same thing. All right. And the person in this picture is doing their full moon bath in the falls. Purification. So just as I said, getting into the bath and allowing those stresses to drain out and allowing those things to be carried away that no longer need to be in your life. And last but not least, our helper for the week is hope, love, and acceptance. So again, love for yourself, acceptance for yourself first and foremost, and then putting that out there, allowing your light to shine, and sending that out to others. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love that the courage came out. Love it. Have a great week. Have a great full moon tomorrow, February 1st. And I hope you have a warm and cozy place to be. As you can see, my shirt says Burr, because yes, it's very Burr here where I am. Burr. Anyway, I'm going to go have my hot tea and climb under my cozy blanket. Have a great night.